It's time for Highlands football tonight from Andy Kosneski Field in Indiana. The Highlands Golden Rams on the road against the Little Indians of Indiana. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik, and here come the Rams. All white tonight, white shirts, white pants, and the brown helmets onto the field at Indiana. Ken Wood alongside, and cameraman Dan is here as well. Full crew in tow on our sojourn to Indiana again. Dean, 2 years in a row. We love coming here.
Yeah, Mike, and unfortunately last year was pretty ugly, if you remember. They got on top early. We made a little run at them at the end, but eventually they did prevail. Difference is this year, I think having a new coaching staff helps, Mike. They don't know what happened here last year. The kids remember, but I think another different thing is, too, we came off a tough loss against Plum. This year, we're coming off a big win against North Catholic. Coach Bombalski called it a statement game. He said it was the first time they put together two halves all year. It was a team effort, so we have to carry that momentum into tonight's game.
Rams have lost the last two times they've played here. That includes the lights out game. Last time they won here was 2013. They lost 29-14 in that game here last year. We'll talk about that as we go along. Well, the Rams defense has been tremendous so far this year. And that's been really the main reason that the Rams are where they are right now.
Mike, our defense against the rush has been incredible. 26 yards total, and that's over 4 games. And a lot of coaches talk about setting the edge, trying to get to the corner on the outside run. Mike, with this 3-5 defense we're playing, we have 5 quick linebackers. There is no edge to get to. And I want to give our 3 down linemen credit, too. Bender, Leslie, and Long, because they contain 5 linemen, allowing these 3 guys to 5 linebackers go like crazy back there, and it's been a great defense so far this year.
Well, the Indiana Indians come into this game 2-2. They are 0-1 in the Greater Allegheny Conference. First-year coach Brad Wright has spent 11 years as a head coach in District 10. This will be his first WPIAL head coaching experience.
Mike, they got banged up last week against Mars. Not only did they lose 37-0, they lost 2 offensive linemen. They were twins, the Clark brothers. They're both out for tonight, and we just got late word that their quarterback will not be starting tonight. Number 11, Trevor Smith, out tonight. He'll be replaced by number 15. And number 15 is Liam McFarland. Why delay, Mike? He's not listed as a quarterback.
He's a runner, and so he'll probably be running a lot, is my guess. That's kind of the way.
Might see the Wildcat.
Well, you may do that. You see the Rams captains, the Indiana captains coming out for the toss. We'll tell you that B&J Sports is celebrating their 6th decade of outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley. When it comes to all your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, and plaques, any kind of sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. They're located at 1605 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. They're open 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 till noon. So give Glenn a call, 724-226-2762. If you're lucky, Bill Heasley will answer. 6 decades says it all, B&J Sports.
Indiana won the toss. They're going to receive, Mike, so we're going to see what happens on offense pretty quickly here. They're going to put Highlands defense onto the field. Mike, the previous 2 games to the Mars game, Indiana won 2 thrillers on the leg of number 22, Tristan Redinger. Extra point in overtime to beat Knock, and a last-second field goal to beat Shadyside Academy. So he's been a weapon for them this year.
It was a double overtime game against Knock. I read Scott Briggs' tweets from the Knock broadcasting crew. His tweets sounded exhausted.
It's been a tough year for Knock, Mike. They play no home games.
Are they refurbishing there?
They are redoing it completely.
Yeah. Are they going to turf, Dean?
They're going to turf.
Wow.
Yep. But, you know, why they didn't do it over last year as soon as football season was over, a couple of the Knock Knight fans are upset about that. But, again, it's going to be a tough road to hoe. When I say road, I mean literally. And they have not won a game on top of it.
Burton Babinsack will kick off. The Rams trying to start 5-0 for the first time since 2015. If you remember that year, they lost 14-0 to Freeport in the Timmons Bowl. In the they tried to go 6-0. Rourke Jones, number 1, and number 2 is Levi Porter.
Michael, I get the starting lineups here.
It looks like, yes, you look like a chicken walked across your sheet.
Unfortunately for Indiana, lots of injuries, and again, 5th game into the year, and they're down 3 prominent starters to start tonight.
It's always tough up here. Military Appreciation Night, what a great job they did before the game.
Helicopter flew in, Mike.
Yes, sir. Babinsack kicks it. And we are underway at the 10-yard line. This is Porter. Porter with a big hole up over the 35, and the Rams get him as he gets to the 36-yard line as he's brought down by Cameron Lehue. And Sig was in there also. So good field position for Indiana. Good burst that time by Levi Porter.
Excellent field position to start for Indiana. Again, Mike, they're going to have put a patchwork lineup together. Mentioned their quarterback 15, Liam McFarland, a senior. Running back at 32, Isaac Nurgen. And the other one is 7, Garrison Doherty. Wide receivers 2, Levi Porter, 3, James Mills, and 13, Anthony Kalchuk. We'll get to Don Lyman after this play.
Highlands starters look the same. 1st and 10. McFarland has 7, Garrison Doherty. And the give is to Doherty through the middle, but the Rams are waiting for him. Not much. He gets maybe 1 yard to the 38-yard line where he's wrapped up by Leslie. And also Long was in there, and so was Bender. It'll be a gain of 1. Opponents are averaging only 2.3 yards an attempt on Highlands rushing. That's subtracting all the stats.
Mike, it's rare it happens. All 3 defensive linemen in on a tackle. They usually tie up linemen so the linebackers can clean up. Not that time.
They wanted to mess up your pregame.
There you go.
2nd and 9 for the Indians on the 38-yard line. Starting lineups will be brought to you by Dan Simmons Painting in Natrona Heights. 2nd down 9. And the give, and this is Doherty through the middle, but there is Daniel Long saying no and brings him back for a loss back to the 37-yard line.
Nick McQuaid also on that stop, Mike, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Ball's back on the 37.
Don Lyman for Indiana. 56 is the left tackle, Carson Beatty. Left guard, 57, Colton Augustine. Center is 76, Ben Cochran. They flipped the right guard and right tackle, Mike. Right guard is now 64, Mason Fisher. And the right tackle is 71, Josh Nelson.
Now, can they or will they throw? 3rd down 10.
Thought we might see the Wildcat.
And again, I think you basically are.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. Yeah.
McFarland is back. He looks. Hit from behind. Ball's loose. Let's see who has it. Do the Rams have it? The ball at the 31-yard line. It's not. Daniel Long gets the strip sack. The Rams have their 19th sack of the year. They only had 21 last year.
Daniel Long making his presence felt early.
It's 4th down.
My favorite thing 2 weeks in a row, Mike, I did not get to introduce the Highlands defense because it's 3 and out.
Daniel Long picks up the sack for the Rams. And for Daniel, that's his first, that's his 3.5 for Daniel. Kalchuk punts it. It's going to get on the ground. It's going to hit. The Rams are just going to let it go and get good field position as it's finally covered by the Indians' Matt Lloyd at the 41-yard line. So good field position, Highlands. They get a 3 and out. They have it 1st and 10 in a scoreless game.
They'll go to work under senior quarterback number 12, Chandler Timmons, running back number 33, Luke Bombalski. Great article in the Post-Gazette we'll talk about later, Mike. Wide receiver 20, Landon Signorella. Number 4, Aaron Randolph. And
remember, guys, last year in the game up here, the Rams were down 22-0 in the first half, including a block punt at the end of the first half in that game.
number 16, Mike, Rondell Hewlett's getting a start, replacing Samaj Miller.
Okay.
He's
and
out
now
tonight.
They're going to send Aaron Randolph over to the left. They go 2 wides. Bombalski's a sidecar. 1st and 10 at the 41. The motion man, and that's a little pop pass to Randolph. Randolph up over the 45. Randolph breaks a tackle, holds onto the ball. They hit him hard as he gets to the 48-yard line. Anthony Kalchuk, the junior, comes in to make the stop.
Tackled by 3, James Mills.
It's a gain of 7, completed pass. Pass was forward.
Don Lyman, Mike, our center, 61, Devin Withrop. The guards, the Leslie boys, 75, Noah, 73, Logan. Tackle, 67, Roman Viverito, and 78, Tyler Bender.
Now you see why they were so insistent that Randolph go to that side. He was the play. 2nd and 3 for the Rams. Daniel Long in as a wing back. Randolph in motion again. Now they're going to fake this time and run option left. Bombalski's going to be hitting the backfield. Keeps the legs moving, but the Indians do a great job as slicing through was 32, Isaac Nygren, the middle linebacker.
As you can see, Mike, we get to game number 5, and Bombalski's getting keyed on. He is the fourth leading ball carrier in the WPL, 90-some carries so far. And he's also the fourth leading rusher in 4A, so he's got a target on his back, Mike.
Luke only had 49 yards rushing in the game up here last year, but he was banged up in that game, if you remember. Third down. We'll call it 4 on the Highlands 47. Randolph, the motion man.
Got to take advantage of his field position, Mike.
Timmons is straight back. He fires. It's intercepted down at the turf at the 46-yard line. Picked off by Anthony Kowchuk. Well, he read that one all the way. That's only the second interception Timmons has thrown this year.
And Mike, Indiana, again, they're going to be banged up, but they come to play on defense that time, and they took advantage. And they get the good field position now, and the Highlands defense has to go to work. Mentioned their Don Lyman, 78 Tyler Bender, 75 Noah Leslie, 31 Daniel Long. At the defensive ends, linebackers 22 Ashton Hadachek, 12 Chandler Timmons, 33 Luke Bombalski, 8 Nick McQuaid, and 20 Landon Signorella. Defensive back 3 Montreal Johnson, 11 Aiden Burford, and the safety is number 4 Aaron Randolph.
Starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting for all your commercial and industrial painting needs to beautify and protect. Doherty off the right side this time, and he gets pretty good yardage. Against Highlands, 3 is good yardage. Bender over there to get him off his feet. They're going to call him the 49. It's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, 3 yards on the run. 78.
By the way, the birdie picked Highlands 28-7. The fumbler also picked Highlands.
2nd and 7, Indiana. Good field position off the interception on the 49-yard line. And McFarland fires, and it's incomplete. The pass was deflected by Chandler. He almost got it back.
Yeah, one way to take care of that.
So we have 3rd and 7. Ball remains at the
3rd and 7 now for
49.
Indiana on their 49-yard line. No score in the game, 8 minutes left first quarter. Each team's had it once. This is the second possession for Indiana. Split far to the near side of the field is James Mill.
They can fire some linebackers, Mike, 3rd and long. Let's see if they do it.
Costantino, the motion man, and now he's hit as he throws, but it's incomplete down at the turf. Almost picked off by McQuaid. I have a question. How can 55 be all the way down there?
He shouldn't be. That should be an offensive lineman downfield.
But he looked like the intended receiver, and Nick knocked it away from him.
That is the scary thing, Mike.
4th and 7, so the punt team is back on the field. The punter is Anthony Kowchuk and Aaron Randolph.
And guess what? We don't have a 55 on the roster.
No, we don't. Timmy Simpkins. High snap. Kowchuk gets it, though, and he boots it to the near side of the field. It's going to hit. And again, it takes a – boy, it checks up. We should get your wedge to do that.
Yes.
Right at the 26-yard line. So no harm, no foul on the turnover, and the Rams get the ball back on their 27. No score in a ball game.
Got to play this week, Mike. Play with Len Stanga in Toronto Heights home, and Kevin Novak. Kevin got a new set of irons. He had driver pitching wedge on every hole. I one putted 8 times to tie it. Drove him crazy.
How's your 8-iron?
You saw my cards at 2 pieces. I was almost impaled by it. I swung it at gracious. You know, I have the strength of 10 men.
I always like steel shafts on my irons, not.
That would impale you.
Yeah. Bombalski, the motion man.
Haven't seen this formation, have we, Mike?
Timmons is going to run it. Takes it up through there and gets up over the 30 to the 31-yard line. Knocked off his feet by the senior linebacker, Garrison Doherty.
And let's take a look at that Indiana defense, Mike. Defense band 33, Jonathan Wyatt, 56, defensive tackle Carson Beatty, and 76, Ben Cochran at the other defensive tackle. Defensive end is number 8, Alvin Liu. We'll get to the linebackers after this play.
2nd and 6.
That was an interesting formation, huh, Mike?
It was.
Trips, what they're doing, trips, Mike. They're just taking guys out of the box. Bombalski, he didn't read it.
No, he didn't. And then Timmons is hit, and down he goes.
That was a zig and a zag situation, Mike, and we didn't zig or zag.
That was a 4-yard loss.
And Highlands calls timeout, and they are.
2-yard loss back to
Matt
is it safe?
Bombalski was out there quickly.
Is it safe to say they haven't come ready to play?
Well, Mike, you know, it's interesting. You never know what you're going to get with high school kids. After a big win against North Catholic, Indiana being down a little bit, you can't take a night off in the Greater Allegheny Conference, and this is only our second week. So Matt hasn't sprinted that much since played basketball, Mike, and he was out there in a hurry, and I think he is laying the leather to them.
Yeah, they need to wake up a little bit.
Yeah. And again, give Indiana credit, Mike. They've come to play here on military.
Well, yeah,
Appreciation Night.
as you said, you have injuries to Indiana. You had a big win last week, all kind of stuff going on, and that can factor in. And you said they are human beings.
Yep.
3rd and 8 for the Rams now. On the 29-yard line. Trips left. Bombalski is the wingback.
4-3-4 being.
Oh, then they had trouble with it. They give it to Bombalski, and he's dropped in the backfield. Trouble with the exchange between Timmons and Bombalski.
We are minus 2 yards on 2 3-and-outs, Mike. Isaac Nygard on the stop. He's middle linebacker. The other linebacker is 2, Levi Porter, and 7, Garrison Doherty. Cornerbacks are number 10, Evan Brocious, 15, Liam McFarland. Safety is number 3, James Mills. And the other safety is number 2, Levi Porter.
Levi Porter is back to receive this punt, the freshman. Bombalski will kick it, averaging 32 yards a punt. Tyler Bender snaps it. And Bombalski kicks it off the side of his foot.
Excellent field position. Look at that, and takes a bounce for them. Wow, Mike.
So Bender was in there to snap at that time. And that ball is a punt of less than 10 yards, I think. Let's see where they put it.
7-yard line.
At the 37-yard line. It's an 11-yard punt. First down, Indiana on the Highlands 37-yard line.
And Mike, Highlands defense will be tested early here. And again,
Well, Indiana needs to score now, man. This is a great opportunity for them.
excellent field position.
Costantino, the motion man. McFarland, the quarterback. And he's going to run it himself. He keeps it. He gets hit by Long and gets ahead to the 34-yard line.
Penalty marker
Flag
late.
down way behind the play.
Bender and Long on the tackle.
So let's see what the marker is. It's holding against Indiana. So bring it back.
And Mike, that looked
That
like
hurts.
So we'll see where from. And
the Wildcat.
that was about
Although
a 4-yard gain. Will be wiped out.
So
Penalty.
the gain was down to the 34. So I think it's 3 yards on that. And the penalty is a 10-yard penalty against Indiana.
Turns out to be a 10-yard penalty. It's a 7 or an 8-yard penalty.
Ball back at the 45-yard line. First down.
Indiana on their own 45.
18 yards to go. Clock winds to 5:50. First quarter, no score. Double wing. Costantino, the motion man.
Trips now to the right.
And McFarland's going to get it out of there. Almost picked off Ashton Hadachik. 2 hands on it at the 41-yard line. It'll be third down. I'm sorry, 2nd and 18. There was the penalty.
Aiden Burford also out there.
McFarland 0 for 3 through the air so far.
5:37 to go here. Scoreless in the first quarter. Mike, you wonder sometimes, does that hour bus ride take anything out of the
Well,
kids?
but the same kids play defense, and they're doing okay.
And also the 1 mile walk from the locker room.
Yeah,
too.
it's way over there by the gym, by the basketball gym. Second down, they're going to run a toss. Doherty's in
Out
trouble
there,
behind the
right.
line of scrimmage.
Boy,
Simmons
breaks
had him,
the
lost
tackle.
him. Now they finish it at the 46-yard line as Daniel Long finishes up. But Timmons was the man that messed the play.
Long.
Bender also in on the stop.
So it's a yard loss.
3rd and 19.
And Mike, we've had him in 3rd down and long 3 times. Unfortunately, our field
they've
position,
gone-
we haven't taken advantage of.
They have gone 3 and out twice, and the Rams are going to try to make it 3 in a row. So like I said, the defense has been all right.
Yeah, offense minus 2 yards.
Levi Porter splits to the right. He's to the boundary, and Costantino's the motion man. McFarland, the quarterback. Doherty is with him. McFarland is back. Here they come.
Long's got him.
They got him, and down he goes.
Down.
Daniel Long's got his second sack of the night back at the 48-yard line.
He's already got 6 tackles, Mike. Daniel Long is coming to play tonight. Now we've got to get our offense started.
So it's going to be 4th and 21.
Indiana now, minus 8 yards total offense.
For Indiana, Anthony Kalchuk.
Kalchuk will do the punting. It's 4th and 23. The deep man is Aaron Randolph, standing at the 23-yard line. 4:15 left. First quarter. Here's the snap, and Kalchuk boots it end over end. And Randolph's just going to let it go, and this is going to take a good
Are we allowed to return a punt?
Indiana bounce. Maybe we should ask.
Yeah.
Good punt by Kalchuk. Rolls dead at the 10-yard line. A 38-yard punt, no return, and the Rams have 90 yards to go on 1st and 10.
Like Daniel Long was the player to watch in the Valley News Dispatch last week, coming off his 2-sack performance against North Catholic last week.
Takes over at their own 10-yard line.
He has stuffed the defensive stat sheet this year. 19 tackles, 4 sacks, a fumble recovery, an intercept return for a touchdown. By the way, they gave him the game ball last week, Mike, for that win over North Catholic.
So here are the Rams 1st and 10 on their 10. And the give is to Saunders, and he ran into his own man and got thrown back. He ran right up the back of his guard pulling, and Saunders with nowhere to go.
He hit a brick wall, Mike.
Saunders got knocked back and fell down for about a yard loss. So we're going to give
2nd and 10.
2nd and 11.
And that, Mike, basically, you give defense credit there because that lineman
was the push.
stood up. Yeah.
Right. Very good push. 2nd and 10. Daniel Long, the sidecar now. Crabbing motion. Saunders through a hole, got spun off his feet. Going down low was Nygren that time. Made a nice play on him to spin him off his feet as he gets maybe to the 13-yard line.
And Mike Luke Bombalski getting a break on this.
It's an interesting spot on the field to do that.
Yeah.
And by interesting, I mean dangerous. 3rd and 7.
And just joining us, Samaj Miller, Braden White, 2 starting wide receivers not in the lineup here this evening.
Chandler 1 for 2 passing. Neither's hit the ground. He's back. Now he's going to run it. He's got room. He's at the 15-20, 1st down. And Timmons all the way to the 28-yard line. That may have been a play there.
I think that was, Mike.
Yeah, 1st down.
Timmons picks up 14.
We finally have a 1st down in this ball game. That's the first one of the night. 16-yard pickup for Chandler.
9-yard line.
Like Aiden Vargo getting a lot of play, too. They're running offensive linemen in and out, along with wide receivers. Vargo will come out and play tackle this
He's
time.
56.
Yep, right tackle.
Unbalanced left this time. Long over there helping. Going to toss to Bombalski. Cuts it, and here he comes up over the 30. 35-40, 45-50. Bombalski on his horse. 30.
He is going.
20.
Going.
10.
He is
Bombalski.
gone.
71 yards for a Highlands touchdown.
Boom. There it is. Luke Bombalski.
No flags.
That's the way to get started, Mike.
And he got ahead of steam. He got outside. I told you they had a lot of guys over on the left-hand side to block. And Luke just turned it up the field, and away he went. 71 yards for a Highlands touchdown. His longest run of the year. Naviglia snaps it. Signorella holds it. Babinsack kicks it at the post to our right. Burton Babinsack is 14 for 15 this year, and the Rams lead it 7-0 at 1:50 left first quarter.
A little trouble with the snap, but he controlled it and put it up and in. Let's talk about Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph. They probably welcome to Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group, serving the AK Valley for decades. Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Trying to manage your family and career has its challenges. Lucchinos can help you find proven financial solutions to help you get to the most out of your money. And again, Mike, it's been a tough week in the market, but Joe and Joe always know they will guide you. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or call them today at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today.
The market is down below where it was 2 years ago.
Well, you raise the interest rates and things slow down. There's no doubt about it. I taught economics for years. And,
that's why you go to Joe and Joe, because they will diversify, and you don't want to have everything in the stock market right now.
that is true.
7-0 Highlands on a Bombalski 71-yard touchdown.
By the way, I had dinner with Joe and his lovely wife, Mary Jo, and my wife, Kathy, last Saturday night at Ditka's.
I love Ditka's. You go all the way to Robinson.
All the way to Robinson. What a trip. They all had steak. I had a hamburger. I love that hamburger.
I went there once.
The Bettis burger.
I went there
Delicious.
once. Here's the kickoff. And this is Porter, 20, 25, and
Still
pushed
ball.
out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. I believe Lehue got him out over there. And Saunders, too. Lehue makes a lot of tackles on special teams. We've been mentioning that.
Yep. Like Luke Bombalski, Brad Everett wrote a great article in the Post-Gazette this week. His nickname is Mr. Bombastic. And of course, you remember the 1990s Shaggy hit Mr. Bombastic. I didn't hear you.
The Bombastic one.
Shaggy, 1990, look it up. And he's talking about how much work.
Shaggy
he's done.
played Central Park this week. Kept a lot of the locals awake. They weren't too happy.
How about that?
Uh-huh. They were upset with the mayor about that.
Was it a planned concert?
Oh, yeah, the mayor set it up. Locals didn't like it. 1st and 10. And they give us to Doherty through the middle, but the Rams have a bunch of white shirts waiting for him. Moves it a couple of yards up to the 33-yard line. Timmons in there. So is McQuaid.
McQuaid and Signorella. I'll tell you one thing about this team, too, Mike. They team tackle.
2 yards on the carry.
Everybody wants a piece of the action.
Late first quarter, minute 18 left in it. The Rams lead at 7-0 after a slow start. They had a 90-yard 4-play drive.
69 of those by Luke Bombalski. Like, he has 499 yards coming into this game.
A little bit of a high snap, but McFarland keeps it, but he meets a stone wall as he gets it maybe back to the line of scrimmage where Bender hits him.
Bender bent him backwards that time, Mike.
The Bender.
Yeah.
No gain. 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Nick McQuaid also in that tackle.
Ball on the 30.
And again, Mike, 3rd and long. That's the situation you want to put.
And Daniel Long's been teeing off so far. He's already gotten 2 sacks in this game. Rams are 1 sack away in the 5th game, halfway through from matching their sack total of a year ago.
How about that? And again, their regular quarterback.
McFarland is back. They're going to run a screen. It's pulled in by Porter. Porter gets out here to the right. He's over the 40, get a 1st down, and brought down by Randolph. But a 1st down, Indiana. That was a good play by the Indians. They run the screen, caught the Rams coming, as we said, and it's 1st down.
Now, my question about their starting quarterback, Trevor Smith, when did they know he wasn't going to play?
Yeah, good question.
Pat Snyder kept that a secret from us. But when did they know? Because this kid's doing a nice job out there so far. And, did you find out beginning of the week? Did you find out 2 days ago?
When did they know? Who knew, and when did they know it? The first quarter's going to run out after.
He played all 4 games, correct? The first 4. Yep.
Yeah, I watched him last week against Mars. That's the end of the first quarter here at Andy Kuznetsky Field with the score. Highlands 7, Indiana nothing. Don't you hate it when you need work around the house but can't get anyone to call you back, or even worse, when you finally get in touch with someone, they don't finish the job properly? Well, put those problems aside, because Beanie Home Renovations has been executing home projects in the AK Valley from start to finish for over a decade. If you're spending your hard-earned money on renovating your home, you expect the job to be done right. Not only does Beanie do all the work from basements to roofing, they also bring a refreshing level of professionalism to every job from the very first call. Experience the difference today. Call 724-351-3172 or visit their Facebook page and take the step to making your home a better place. Beanie Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy.
There you see our Highlands fans over there bundled up, Mike.
Yeah, fall came in a hurry, didn't it?
got my new door on, and guess what? Nice and toasty in my house with no furnace, so the B-knee sealed my door up properly. It's got all that insulation in it. You turn the furnace on yet?
Oh, yeah, today.
We did not yet. Toss.
First down. I got to run it to Doherty as he gets outside to the left, maybe up to about the 48-yard line.
Looked like Burford was over there. Aiden Burford, his first stop.
3 yards for Doherty. Second and 7, ball on the 47.
After converting their first down, they're getting near Highlands territory. I think I'll turn my furnace on tomorrow.
I have an 82-year-old in my house.
Well,
the furnace went on today.
I hate to do it overnight. That's the thing. You don't want to ever
I did it this
that.
morning, actually.
I want to be there
Just kicked it over. Now McFarland's going to keep it. McFarland is hit as he gets to the 50-yard line. He's spun down at the big eye out there by Bender.
Yep, Signorella made the original contact. Bender finished him off. 3rd and 4 right at the midfield, the big eye. Hey, what did you think of the Cleveland logo yesterday?
What is it, Brownie the Nymph or something?
Yes. We got to talk about one important thing that came out this week in that game. Mitch Trubisky, not a lot of audible, Mike?
Chuck Wagner was his coach at Springdale back in the day.
That's the first thing I thought.
Jack Wagner. I actually met Jack Wagner once. He was very nice. 3rd down.
Golf?
For your golf, yes. McFarland back, he throws. It's intercepted at the 35 by Randolph. Up over the 50, 45, 40. Randolph down the sideline. On his way. 65 yards. Touchdown, Highlands. Aaron Randolph.
Uh-oh, flag.
All over. One at the 50 and one at the 43, so hold the phone.
Flag on the field.
When's the last time we were
roughing the passer?
Oh, my.
Roughing the passer.
I didn't see it, Mike, did you?
No.
Yeah. Ouch.
He signaled roughing it. He signaled it against Indiana, but it would be against Highlands, obviously.
Unless they hit Chandler.
Hey, that's a novel thought. Now the flag is at the 40. You can't be roughing the passer at the 43. Yeah, I guess it could, huh?
Let's see.
Yeah, it could. I'm sorry.
Ball was up near midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to march it off.
So that'll be a 15-yard penalty against the Rams. Their first penalty of the game, and a big one.
Negates the interception, huh?
35-yard line of the Highland.
Well, that was exciting at least. Huh?
Automatic first down, a second first down for Indiana at the Highlands 35.
Aaron Randall shows some speed there.
Man, could he go? Goodness gracious. What would have been his, what? It would have been his
second?
Second, yeah.
When's the last time we returned a interception for a touchdown?
Been a while.
Yeah. I think at Blackhawk, maybe up at Geneva. We did everything that night.
Put a 50 burger up that night, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
First down at the 35.
Gonna try it again.
McFarland throws and it's incomplete. He tried to get it over to James Mill, but Burford had good coverage. 2nd and 10.
And again, we keep saying that the quarterback tonight, last-minute replacement, he's listed as a halfback.
Yeah, he's a very good running back. Did some damage against us up here last year. Not as much damage as
Liam's a 5'9" senior, 170 pounds.
Not the damage Devin Flint did to us last year, but he had a heck of a game up here.
He did.
Excellent quarterback. They're running the old system under Brandon Overdorf, who since departed. McFarland's going to keep it. He gets hit hard by Timmons as he gets into the hole. He gets a yard, and got some headache as he got it down to the 34-yard line.
Timmons, Bombalski, and McQuaid.
3rd and 9 for Highlands. Clock winding, 9:52. Indiana's had the ball the entire quarter, plus the last 3 plays of the first.
First time we called loose name on defense.
I'm sure they're in 4-down territory, trailing 7-0. Cosentino, the motion man. McFarland is back. They come after him. He fires it down the middle.
Yes,
it's picked off this time. Intercepted down at the turf. Spun off his feet. Montrell Johnson picks it off, and the Rams do get it back.
Nice job by James Mill to make the tackle. Mike Montrell had a lot of green in front of him.
His second interception of the year. Whoever got the 2 first was going to take over the team lead.
14-yard line.
First Indiana turnover.
And Mike, in reality, that might be as good as a punt.
Pretty much. But the Rams are pinned deep, but it didn't bother them last time. They had a 90-yard drive and a 71-yard touchdown by Luke. So the Rams get the ball back. 1st and 10.
Been a lot of action here tonight, Mike.
And there has. Ball on the 15-yard line. Crabbing motion by Daniel Long. And the give is to Julius Saunders off the right side, and there he goes. Saunders with a head of steam, first down to the 36-yard or 26-yard line.
Tackle by Brocious.
Evan Brocious and Garrison Doherty got the stop, but 10 yards, first down, Julius Saunders.
Chance to introduce our referees. Brian Schmidt. Referee linesman is Larry Hoover. The field judge Travis Barta. Side judge Nick Muha. The umpire is Al Vitola. And the head linesman is James Matthews.
And those guys decided to give that 11-yard gain for Julius. So first down at the 26.
Got to tell you a story about Travis Barta after his play, Mike.
Long as the sidecar, power pistol. And Timmons is back. He's going to fire it deep. They fight for it down there, and it's intercepted at the 43-yard line. Pulled in by James Mill. Tries to get to the near side of the field, but good speed by Randolph to get him off his feet. Timmons throws his second interception, and that's James Mill.
Chandler 3 for 3, Mike. Unfortunately, 2 went to Indiana. Give them excellent field position again. We got a marker. Nope.
Nice high point interception.
They're changing balls, Mike, and that leads to the story about Travis Barta. He is the field judge. His job is to weigh the inflated balls before the game. Comes out with a pump that has a pound marker indicator on it. Balls will be between 12 and 12.5 pounds.
Okay.
And guess what he does? I'll tell you after this play.
1st and 10, Indiana on their 47 after the interception. Doherty. Oh, they really stuffed up the line that time, and Signorella finished it. But, Dean, that's exactly what you said in the pregame. Those linemen just got a hold of everyone, pushed them all back, and there was nowhere to go.
Signorella, linebacker, comes up, makes a tackle. So, Mike, he takes the ball, he feels it, and he guesses the weight before he actually puts in the...
Oh, that's the way Tom Brady did it.
Needle. Well, what do you think Chandler wanted? An over or underinflated ball?
Underinflated.
He likes them overinflated.
Really?
And all the balls weighed out tonight. He was very accurate, 11 pounds for the most part, so he had to put a pound in.
Brady liked them underinflated.
Well, obviously Chandler got him underinflated tonight. Maybe that's the problem.
Second down, and McFarland is back. They're after him. He gets away, gets hit, and Signorella will finish him on the near side of the field at the 43-yard line, and that is the 21st sack of the year for the Highlands defense, and Landon's going to get that one.
And Mike, Leslie tripped him up, but he kept his balance for the most part until Signorella finished him off, and that'll make it 3rd and 12. He was right on 2 out of 4 balls. I was impressed. I said, you could work at the deli counter.
He didn't put a thumb on the scale, did he?
But Travis
I used to have a butcher that did that.
He went to college with Pat Polcha.
I remember Pat.
Many years ago when Kenny was in middle school, he was the
3rd and long, and McFarland is hit, and McFarland is sacked again at the 42-yard line.
We're going to give credit to there, but
I think Leslie was the man that got him off his feet, and he might have had help too.
Yeah,
Bombalski, I think, got him too.
Well, Leslie get half a sack.
That's 4 sacks already. It's 4th down.
Pat gave up coaching, Mike. He is still the middle school gym teacher. And every day he has this big smile on his face when I come in to coach basketball.
He gets to go home.
Yes.
Low snap, and Couchik kicks a liner. Yes, we can return a punt. Here comes Randolph from the 30, 40, 50.
That speed again, Mike.
Randolph down the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Randolph again with a punt.
Aaron Randolph.
Running all over the place tonight, huh?
What do we say about 33-yard return? approximately.
Works for me. Start at the 30. So we get 20 there.
And
And
12.
30.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm going to mark it.
32. Yeah, to 36, so it's a 34-yard. Oh, there's a penalty. Let's see.
I don't see a marker anyplace.
I have no idea. So let's see.
They're marching back.
They're marching backwards. Holding against Highlands. So that wipes that out. A lot of it. And nobody in the booth saw the flag.
Nobody saw a flag.
I still don't.
Yeah.
But it's really dark down there. Now we got another one. We have, that might be on the bench.
Yeah, I think Coach Bombalski
Yeah, it's
and his
Bones.
crew are asking.
Nick Hilliard's trying to.
Yeah.
And again, now it's a sideline warning. That's what this one is. Matt was not happy about that, and nobody saw anything.
And Mike, where are they marching this back to?
Well, now they're going to give the sideline penalty, 15 more.
So is that a 30-yard penalty total?
Well, they would have had the ball at about the 38, so just.
So what happened to the warning? There's no longer
Yeah, that
a
seems to be
sideline
gone because
warning?
we had that in the Char Valley game, and they threw it right away and marched it right away. So they're going to put the ball at the 39. So apparently that was a warning.
Here we go, balls.
Highlands at the 39.
So you got 2 penalties for 30 yards? That's what I got.
Yeah, we had 15 earlier, so.
All right, well, again. Yeah,
Well, actually,
not that
10
many.
yards on the hold, and then 15 on that, so 25. First and 10 on the 34-yard line. Daniel Long in motion. Bombalski. 2 hands on the football, up over the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Wyatt
2-yard pickup.
will give him 2 yards.
Highlands leads at 7-0 in a very strange first half.
Ball on the 41.
6 minutes left of it.
And again, Mike, Highlands coming off that big win against North Catholic. You thought that would be a momentum spark, but
Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have a dramatic reading of many commercials.
yeah, it's been going fast.
Chandler going to keep it. And they got him this time. Boy, they swarmed to the football at the 42-yard line. Play was messed up that time by John Wyatt, the defensive end. And not much running room for Chandler Timmons off the right side that time. He gets a yard. It's 3rd and 7.
Mike, Garson Doherty, number 7. I've been watching him. He's spying Chandler. Everywhere Chandler goes, he's been there. So they decided, and when you do that, basically you're taking a man out of your defense. You're basically saying, stay with number 12 all night. And so far, he's been effective.
Yes, 3rd down. Long again.
4 carries, 14 yards for Chandler.
Timmons back, looking. He's going to heave it deep. He's got
Got a man.
Johnson down, and it is Hewitt inside the 20. Does he have it? He does at the 18-yard line. Rondell Hewlett.
Rondell Hewlett on his catch. Rondell Hewlett, great catch.
Hewlett on the catch, number 16.
4th Highlands first down,
How many you giving him there, Mike?
39 yards. First down, Highlands.
So,
Okay, so how
is that Rondell's first catch of the year?
Carolina of Indiana, 1st and 10.
After this play, I will effort to find that for you.
I believe so.
It is his first catch of the year. First down at the 19.
Great field position.
Timmons going to keep it. He breaks one tackle, but he couldn't get away from Isaac Nygren, who had a hold of his ankles and got him to the ground. Short gain on the play to the 18-yard line, gain of 1.
And we have a timeout, Highlands.
Rams are going to call time here.
Timeout is going to be 2nd and 9.
Gives us a chance to talk about Harvest Moon coffee and chocolates. Mike, I smell some great coffee in this press box. I don't know where it's coming from, but I know one place you can get it. In Trenton, Harvest Moon coffee and chocolates is dedicated to serving great La Prima espresso coffee and hand-dipped small batch candy using the finest Belgian dark and milk chocolates. I'm hungry and I want coffee. Born out of love for great chocolate, remarkable coffee,
and I want it now.
and a sense of giving back to the community, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates has a mission of providing uniquely delicious products while serving as a gathering place for friends and family. Got a tour, remember, Mike?
Yes, we did.
Smelled great, too. Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates is located at 206 Corbett Street in Trenton, and they're open every day until 3. Check out the website at harvestmoonc2.com. Drink coffee, eat chocolate, be kind. I'm starving.
That is the second Highlands timeout.
Okay, 2nd and 9. Ball on the 18.
My wife told me I was on my own for dinner since we left at 4:30, so I didn't eat.
Bombalski, knifes through the middle, spins and turns, and gets it down to the 13-yard line.
Down to the 13-yard line. So we'll give him 5 yards.
Nygren again makes the stop. He has been very active for Indiana defensively here tonight. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Rams.
5 rushes, now 76 yards for Luke. That big 69-yarder for the touchdown.
3rd down, 4 to go. Rams in 4-down territory, maybe. Again, Babinsack has shown the ability to make some field goals. 14 for 15 on points and made a 29-yard field goal a week ago. The Rams had a 10-0 lead at the half last week. Twins to the left. Twins to the boundary on the right. Hewlett is on the outside. Short pocket pass. Timmons fires, and it's knocked away at the 5-yard line. Randolph, the intended receiver, but broken up by Levi Porter.
We have 4th down, and I think we might see Burton Babinsack.
It is now 4th and 4. Ball
I'll tell you what.
Ball on the 13.
They are bringing the kicking team out.
Babinsack made a 29-yarder last week.
4th and 4 on the 15-yard line. The 13-yard line. They'll mark it on the 20-yard line. It's a 30-yard attempt for Babinsack. He made from 29 a week ago. Naviglia snaps it. Signorella holds it. High snap. Sig puts it down. Babinsack's kick long enough, high enough. That kick is good. A 30-yard field goal by Burton Babinsack, and the Rams extend the lead to 10-0.
He was our special teams player of the week, Mike, and that's going to get him votes this week, too. Burton Babinsack, Mike, he's worked so hard over the summer under the tutelage of John and Nick Boucher, and it's paying off for the Golden Rams in spades tonight.
Wireless Zone is the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America. We're dedicated to meeting the wireless needs of your family, your business, and your lifestyle. Our stores offer competitive prices on today's most popular smartphones, devices, and accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Visit your Wireless Zone headquarters in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza and the Pittsburgh Mills Mall, and ask about our 5G Home, 5G ultra-wideband internet for your home. Or find Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com.
My Greater Allegheny Conference WPL leaders last week, rushing was Brock Borgo. We keep saying his name every week, Mike.
Hampton, huh?
Continue to put up big numbers for Hampton, had 178 yards last week. Also, Alex Patton had 168 for Armstrong. Armstrong, big week last week, 49-7 over Freeport. The Olsen brothers also got in the act, Mike. They really filled up the stat sheet. Caden ran for 128 yards, passed for 294, the 4th best in WPL. And his brother, Ian, had 7 receptions for 160 yards, also 4th in the WPIL.
Babinsack kicks it, and this is Jones. And Jones comes forward and gets met by Signorella and Saunders, 20 and 10 at the 30-yard line. So that's where Indiana will have it. 1st and 10 at their 30. They have 3 timeouts left. 3:16 to go first half. The Rams lead it 10-0.
And some people ask, why is Landon Signorella on the kickoff team?
Because he tackles people.
That's the story. Yep. Like to get him off the field, Mike, but when he wants to be out there and he makes those tackles, you got to let him.
The way I look
there.
at it is, I don't have a problem with my defense playing special teams because they tackle people on defense. What's the difference? So.
By the way, Mike, also Evan Wright, 127 yards for Mars last week.
He's had 100 yards in every game this year for Mars.
How about that?
Number 2, we'll see a lot of him next week. 1st down at the 30.
Yes, we will. And a left-handed quarterback, I understand.
Speaking of number 2, They give it
Nowhere
to
to go there.
Levi Porter, and he's brought down by Daniel Long behind the line of scrimmage.
Long, 7 tackles and 2 sacks here in the first half. We still have 3 minutes to go.
Second and 11.
They tried Levi Porter, the freshman, that time on the jet sweep, and the Rams were waiting for it. Now Indiana looks like, let's see what they're going to decide to do here. They want to wind some time off. Highlands gets the ball to start the second half. It's the same situation as we had a week ago. 10-0 game. Second and 11.
Look at that crowd at the line of scrimmage, Mike. We've got 10 guys up there.
And they give it to Cosentino this time, his first carry.
No place
and
to
the
go.
Rams have him as he gets to the 31-yard line. I think Highlands might want to call timeout after the third down play. We'll see if they do that.
Nick McQuaid making his 5th stop of the first half. And you're right, Mike. We have 2 timeouts remaining. I'm sorry, 1 timeout. I know Bones called the one early in the first quarter.
And then they had one just recently, too, on the last next to the drive before. So it's 3rd and 9 at 2 minutes.
Angela Markey coming in at nose tackle, Mike. He's got a motor. Watch him right in the middle. Here he comes.
And McFarland is back.
Pressure.
McFarland is hit as he throws over the middle. Almost intercepted. Randolph had it. He almost tipped it right to Porter.
On top of that, Mike, Timmons was putting the pressure on.
Rams don't have to use a timeout with the incomplete pass, and the punt team is on the field for Indiana.
That is helpful.
4th and 9. Clock stopped on the incompletion at 1:47. The Rams lead it 10-0. Kalchuk will punt it. Randolph back at the 40. Had a really good return, wiped out by penalty on the last one. Here's the snap, and Kalchuk boots it. Near side of the field. It's going to hit. Don't pick it up too fast. Don't waste some time there. Brocious gets on it for Indiana. The Rams have some decent field position here. They're at the 37. They have 1:37 and 1 timeout. And we'll get the ball to start the second half.
Chandler Timmons coming out 2 for 5, 46 yards.
Seconds remain. Highlands has 1 timeout. Indiana has 3.
Rondale Hewlett with the long reception. 16 away, 13 at home. I've never forgotten that now. If you look at my roster, I actually fixed it.
There you go. Thank you. That is on me.
And we'll have that next week, too. I have it 13 at home. More. Trips right. The lonesome end is Signorella to the boundary. 1st and 10 at the 37. They're going to throw it to Sig. He pulls it in at the 35, 40, 45, 50. Down the sideline, 40. And down to the Indiana 38-yard line. Well, that's just a quick slip screen to Signorella to the near side of the field. And he raced for 13 and 12 for 25.
Highlands going right to work now, Mike. Tim is now 71 yards passing.
And the Rams letting the clock run here.
Yeah, they ran up to the huddle, but they took their time getting to the line of scrimmage.
First down at the 38. Remember we said they have 1 timeout left. Kicker got a pretty good leg. Timmons going to run a swing pass to Bombalski, and he drops it. He picks it up just to make sure, but they call it incomplete.
I think the ball was tipped that time by number 33, John Wyatt.
That's what you have to do on those. You know you can't get to the quarterback. You know you can't cover the play. You got to try to get a hand on that. 2nd and 10 at the 38.
Well, Mike, trying to pick up this first down.
You know, you still with a timeout, you still have a running play if you'd like to use one.
Trips left.
2nd and 10.
Sig up on top on the island, Mike.
And they give us to Bombalski off the right side. He turns the corner and gets to the 33-yard line. Bones trying to get a timeout here, and he does. A 5-yard pickup to the 33, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
I think they're going to go for it, don't you?
Well, it's 3rd down now. I think out here, I think it's probably too far to kick it.
Well, maintaining good health and fitness is more important now than ever. Why not make Greatness Athletic Fitness Center in Trenton your locally owned and operated gym of choice? The right trainer makes all the difference. Gary Nagley and his team of certified trainers will help you reach all your fitness goals, specializing in fitness, personal training, strength training, weightlifting, powerlifting, even boxing. And they're always open. Just swipe your key card. Greatness Athletic Fitness Center, located at 222 East 4th Avenue in Tarentum. Membership starts only $20 a month, so give them a call at 724-681-8629 or check them out on Facebook at Greatness Athletics. Mike, they just painted the place. Looks beautiful.
Really?
Yep.
Haven't had a chance to see Gary in a while.
Got that lightning bolt going through Greatness.
Yeah, that's the logo.
Athletics. Yep.
Yeah, tremendous. All right, 3rd and 5 for Highlands on the Indiana 33-yard line. They're out of timeouts now. There's 54 seconds left till halftime. Trips to the near side of the field right now.
Same formation. Signorello singled up on top, Mike. Look at that.
They can do that again.
Yep.
It's there all day. He's got a 10-yard cushion.
Yep, and there's nobody there, Mike. There's an island.
Low snap. Now Timmons going to have to roll out, and he fires, and it's
Sure.
incomplete. He just got rid of it.
Yeah.
Quarterback rolls to right. His pass.
Snap kind of messed that one up, I think.
4th and 5.
4th and 5. Now decision time for Matt Bonoslawski. Rams, of course, out of timeouts, and there are 49 seconds to go. I think you go for this.
Signorello, Mike, 6'3". Evan Brocious, 5'10". You can try to take advantage of that. They're going to go for it, I believe.
I mean,
Why
if
not?
he's over there singled up again, just throw it to him and let him try to get it. There's a 10-yard cushion. Look.
Yeah. And like I said,
They closed it up a little bit.
Now
here.
they have a safety over the top. But
Yeah,
last
they also
time
closed.
did.
They closed the
Yeah.
cushion a little bit this time too. 4th and 5.
I wonder if he's not audible.
Highlands 6 for 7 on 4th down this year. Timmons
Well,
is back. He's going to
swinging
fire it
it.
deep. Burford, can he get the tip? He can. It's incomplete. The Rams have been very successful on 4th down. That was the old punt pass.
I believe number 19 knocked that away.
No flag. So
Ball goes
Indiana
over
will
on
take
downs.
over, yep.
Indiana holds. Highlands leads 10-0 at 42 seconds left first half.
On their own 33-yard line. 42 seconds remain. Second quarter.
Not a lot of scoring, Mike, but a lot of action.
Yeah, and the offense has really sputtered here tonight, but again, the defense has done what the defense has done this year, and that's allow the 4th fewest points in 4A this year, and the fewest points in the Greater Allegheny Conference. Again, the Rams can't stop the clock right now, so if Indiana wants to run it out, they'll be able to do that here. Doherty is wrapped up and thrown down by Daniel Long.
He has been
goodness.
a beast here in the first half. That is his 8th tackle with 2 sacks.
3-yard loss.
That was...
And I think they're going to be very happy to let the clock just run here, Mike.
And Long with another tackle. So it's going to be 2nd and 12.
They do not have to snap it. And it looks like they're going to let this one run out. The Rams leading at 10-0 on a Bombalski 71-yard touchdown run, a Babinsack 30-yard field goal and extra point. That's the end of the first half at Andy Kuzneski Field with the score Highlands 10, Indiana nothing. There's no better place than right now to stop into Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993, the best oil change since 1995, and now #1 for auto repair. Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires and custom wheels in the entire Pittsburgh area. And if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or call them at 724-224-9222 in Tarentum, 724-224-7900 in the Heights, 724-224-5900 for Highland Integrity Alignment. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price. Since 1961, we deliver. Halftime, there's the story. 10-0 Highlands. We'll be back with stats and more right after this.